Hi guys, I'm Kev from sonsofkane.com, and on this video we're going to look at I Bet That Hurts 4. For the eagle-eyed amongst you, I made a mistake on the video, and now Bet That Hurts 3 I said was 4 and it was actually 3, so I'll wait for the hate mail. As you can see with me, as usual, the witty, the wonderful Chris.
These ones we're going to look at essentially 5 points, maybe
5
6
points.
on the arm this time. As always, please ring the bell. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share, because sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring.
And as always, free the fit. Right guys, we are looking at pressure points on the arm. For those who are interested, these are all fire meridian points. So check your fire stance. Right, Dan raises his arm. This is one of our favourites. Heart 1, which is nicely in the armpit. Point 2 we're going to look at is heart 2, which is just underneath the bicep. If you feel for a pulse, that's the area you want to hit. Ways to attack heart 1, I would use my trusty tip of the cane or the horn of the cane. And what we're looking for, if Dan swings a nice punch at me, I'm going to cover in. Here, probably a little bit too close to do this strike, but this would be lovely. I'm aiming for heart 1, it's going to go straight up. If I put any more pressure on there, it's not going to be a happy bunny. So this will be either a long distance, driving through, or very close in, striking up with the short end of your cane.
Perfect. As you've seen with Chris's demonstration before, all we're going to look at is how do we look at the height difference? How do we look at the approach that's coming through? So we know the point to start with is coming through, and as Chris said, a nice strike here is going to do twofold. His mentality, aggressive, I'm this poor little dominant disabled person. All of a sudden, he's now got something to think about. As Chris said, if it comes through and he's deciding to be really nasty, I can either come up with the cane here and lift away. Don't even need the cane, one finger.
I tried.
I know, yeah, very trying. We're just looking at different ways of getting in.
Next point we're looking at is lung 3, which is on the top of the bicep. So this will be directly on top at a nice angle here. If Dan decides to grab me, because he's mean like that, and he wants to throw a punch, I'm going to cover just in case the punch comes in. But just so you can see what I'm going to do, I'm going to strike that point there. If I'm really mean, I can also punch that point there, whichever way your style dictates, or drive the crook into there. That will thus render the arm useless. I'm not waiting for the punch, I'm going to destroy the nearest object, which is that arm. If I miss, it's still going to mess his arm up. Dan's did this nice double grab on me. I do like it when people do this because he's tied his hands up. I know exactly where he is. He might be trying to drive me or give me a headbutt. If I bring this over and he does decide to headbutt, he's going to meet resistance, but just striking on top of the bicep there, and as I strike I'm going to scoop as well, will take these arms out very nicely.
We've got the point here, and as you know, you've got the scooping mechanism. For myself, I love this method of scooping through.
Yeah.
That was in G major, did you know that? Let's see if I can get an A out of him.
The next one is here, it's lung 7, and you're looking for where the two muscles separate and you want to penetrate in here. We'll talk about how to attack this strike in a moment. This point here, there's a little trick for this, it's called stealing the emperor's pearls, not his jewels. If I'm stealing his jewels, I would be... So what you have to do is imagine you're grabbing something, so you're scooping. I can hit that. See, I'm getting the look, which means he's going to hit me. But if I scoop, I get the head nod that I really want to hurt you. Striking down will give you very, very good effect. But when you're striking, if you can roll it, I prefer to roll it that way so the cane's not coming towards my face. So I can control his hand, manoeuvre him into position and strike it that way.
With the other side, if he's got, for some reason, he's got a cross grip on me, he's going for the choke. Got it?
Get a proper shirt.
You've got here, thumb and finger, the smallest amount of space between my nails, and he knows what's coming next. Doesn't work on you.
It does.
Non-compliant?
No.
There.
I live with Rachel.
Oh yeah. It works on most people. Try it,
No, it does work.
It does work. Little pinch and the arms come up. You're still hitting a pressure point, a nerve point, a dim mat point, whatever you want to call it, you're still hitting it. And it's the smallest bit of skin in between your nails.
The next point we'll look at is going to be triple warmer 11, which is on the back of the arm on the tricep. If I'm really mean, he says, oh no. If I lead into this point here, if I put pressure on there, I've hyperextended the elbow. This is what we call a rubbing point. Imagine that with the cane, or if you're lucky it's not Kev because he's got teeth in his. So you would hacksaw that point. I'm going to be looking specifically, if you look on the crease of the wrist, here we have lung 7, but there are many points along this crease. This one's really good if you can strike it because it will really destroy the hand. Look for the base of the thumb for the location. Where you take a pulse, that's where you're aiming for. This is a difficult one to manoeuvre in with the cane because you need to strike across here. But it can be, if he's grabbed my hand, I've exposed that very nicely. I can then bring this in, strike it. The whole line across that wrist here, there are pressure points, each one equally painful. I like the radial one because that will really just mess up the whole arm. So you're looking for things to present. It is a non-lethal but a destructive technique. So what you're looking at, if he's throwing a punch, not only am I thinking I need to stop that arm, but I think, oh, there's a nice point here. If I miss, it doesn't matter. I'm still hitting him with my cane, but I'm just enhancing my technique. For those of you who are really into the Kyushu system, the Din-Max system, by holding this, which is wood, I become the element of wood. So my wood strikes, or attacking and enhancing fire strikes, really work. If you don't believe in that system, it's fine. You're hitting somebody with a nice bit of wood. Works just as well.
Chris has mentioned this point, and again, if he's got a grab on, I'm going to roll forwards because I want that to then suddenly give him a little kiss goodbye. If he's got the grip and it's under the wrist, by going backwards, first of all, he's around my throat. Hold your breath. There's a difference between holding your breath and being strangled. I'm controlling my breath, he's not controlling it. And you just come up to here and push away. Little stingy pins needle?
Yep.
The reason why Chris has shown you the base of the thumb and the heart is that we have this wonderful invention, opposable thumbs. So if Chris just grips me with his fingers and not his thumb, just do what we want, it's easy to get away from. If he brings his thumb involved, he's suddenly got that stronger grip. So by hitting this point here, it's causing the thumb to extend, because it just gives you like an electric shock. The opposable thumb's gone. You're now fighting 4 little fingers with no opposable grip. Absolutely wonderful. If you've seen the video earlier this week, I came and hit the ulnar. There's 2 bones, radius and ulnar, and basically if you put your hand flat and then turn your hand over, the radius radiates over the top of the ulnar. Easy way to remember it. So I was hitting up here, but you could do the same here. Just come over with a strike. It's going to have exactly the same effect, no matter what you do. Now, we've shown you different points on the arm, but remember, from here up to there, being hit by a piece of wood is going to have roughly the same result. when we hit the points and we get them spot on, which is not guaranteed 100% of the time, it enhances our technique.
Remember guys, these aren't techniques that we're showing you points to hit, which you can add to your techniques. So they're what we call enhancers. Some people are non-responders. I know 2 non-responders, and they're a nightmare to work with. I think one of them doesn't feel pain either.
No.
So not everybody will react the same. Some people, I've literally just touched pressure points and they're on the floor in pain. Other people, and they're just looking at me like I'm over affections or something. They are enhancers. If you hit them, good for you. If you don't, you're still hitting them. That's all you need to worry about.
A good point to remember. You sure are. The more defined the muscle, the closer to the skin the nerve point.
So you haven't got any?
I've got none. I've got absolutely no muscle, I've got no nerve points.
Welcome to my world.
So remember guys, if they come up, they're big stocky guys and they've got big muscles, they're very close to the skin. So hit them on the bicep, hit them on the tricep, radial, forearm, it's going to hurt more. There is also one point that Chris didn't mention.
Well, there was a point to that.
There was a point. Where the elbow and the bicep meets is a small little muscle called the brachialis. And it's the base of the bicep. You know what's going to happen, don't you?
Yeah, this is lung 4.
It's a little notch there. If you get your cane into that and hung guard,
this really
the
hurts.
pull, the arm and the push, you're basically tearing the bicep off the bone there. Whether you'll tear it off is a figure of speech. You won't actually tear it off, but it's going to feel like it's been torn off. And it's that dragging and scraping. And again, some of the canes we've got ferrules on, which I use as a mobility aid and are legal. And some we've got our dojo canes with no ferrule, which are illegal in the street. Just a quick tip. Thanks for watching guys, we hope you like it. Again, keep your comments coming. We'll try to get through them as quick as we can, but I'm just a bit slow lately. But don't forget, share it with your friends and let us know what you think.
Yeah, as you know, these hurt more than your girlfriend running off and leaving you homeless. I'm not bitter or twisted.
No.
Don't forget to ring the notification bell. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Please encourage all your workshop chums, your friends, your family, complete random strangers in the street. I don't care. Please subscribe because we are growing and we really appreciate it. And as always, like Kev's dream of living a happy life, free of fear.